And check out the view from the CTV Skywatch camera looking north on 13th Street North. It's a lot quieter than it was just a little while ago. Here on the north side, well, all areas of Lethbridge were sending in photos and pictures of activity. This was on the north side. This is the amount of rain that ended up on the ground. Of course, bear in mind that the hail that came down as well has added to the problem. Of course, hail plugs drains until the temperature starts to warm up and melt everything. So you get a lot of that residual flooding at the intersections, especially on roadways. So be very careful. If you're having your kids out playing tonight, make sure they stay off the roads. A lot of those manhole covers are not visible at this point, so you don't want the kids playing out in the street and potentially those covers get lifted. 12 degrees is where we're at right now. We did hit a high of 18 degrees at 2 p.m., but we're dropping down rapidly. 11 degrees was our low, and we hit that at 5 a.m. this morning. Temperatures all over. Of course, everyone took a hit from that cooler air mass that got pulled down in the rotation of this supercell that ended up developing. Quite an interesting pattern of development for this thunderstorm that hit today. We had some thunderstorm activity in southeastern British Columbia, right in this area at 9 a.m. this morning. That traveled across the mountains, and then we had these cells moving up all the way from Arizona with some very warm, moist air attached to them, and they collected in a cluster once they got across the border on this side in Alberta. So what you're seeing now is a big system. Rotation around it is going to be extended all the way into Red Deer and Edmonton. Tonight, they're expecting to see some thunderstorm activity from the very same systems that we had migrate through southern Alberta, and all the way east we've got some watches and warnings potentially going to be developing as they head into Saskatchewan. I know southernmost areas of Saskatchewan are in watch criteria for thunderstorm activity right now, and that'll be probably changing as the system continues to migrate. In behind this system, as we get into tomorrow though, rapid clearing. Area of high pressure is following this system as it rotates out into Saskatchewan and northern Alberta, as it kind of divides and splits into those two areas. And then late in the day on Tuesday, we could see some developing pockets of activity again, just leftover instability, elevated humidity levels at the surface and aloft as well. So don't be surprised late in the day tomorrow that we could be seeing some reoccurring thundershower activity. But for the bulk of the day tomorrow, looks like things will be settling down. 11 degrees in St. John's, very nice temperatures through the Maritime, southern Quebec, southern Ontario. But there is a thunder cell that is moving from Windsor into the Toronto area, and that'll continue to push eastward and develop over the next few days. So areas in the Maritimes looking at a damp weekend ahead. 28 degrees with a chance of thunder showers tonight in Winnipeg. Same situation for Regina and Saskatoon. Little cooler temperatures there, but they're looking at thunder cell possibilities tonight. It's sunny on the coast in Vancouver, and they managed to see a sun and cloud mix in both Whitehorse and Yellowknife this afternoon. Look at that temperature in Yellowknife, 24 degrees. So a lot of warm air moving across the northern sectors. East Kootenay, you're looking at mainly clear skies after midnight tonight, 10 degrees for a low, 27 for a daytime high tomorrow. Don't have it officially in the forecast, but don't be surprised if you see a thunder cell boom through your area later in the day tomorrow. Crow's Nest Pass, that chance of thunder shower activity tonight, 7 for a low, mainly sunny tomorrow, 26 degrees for a daytime high. And as I said, you know, elevated humidity levels. Don't be surprised if you see a little bit of a thunder shower tomorrow late in the day. Medicine Hat, chance of that thunder shower activity tonight, very good chance of that continuing prior to midnight, clearing after midnight. 27 with a sun and cloud mix for the bulk of the day tomorrow. And here in Lethbridge, we're looking at, well, our thunder shower warning, our thunderstorm warning has ended. We're now in a thunderstorm watch, so things have lightened up a little bit, but we are expecting skies to continue to clear, especially after midnight. 26 for a high tomorrow. Mainly sunny skies for the bulk of the day, but as I said, don't rule out a chance of a late day thunder shower with all this moisture, all this instability moving across today. As we get into Wednesday, you can see the temperatures really starting to climb up. We get into Friday, 23 degrees for a high, and then 25 degrees as we get into Saturday. Right now, Sunday looks to be about 26 degrees for a daytime high and a sun and cloud mix. So we do have a drier stretch, it looks ahead, but with that leftover instability specifically tomorrow, don't be surprised if we see a late day thunder shower. And there's your record temperatures for the next few days. 2007, we remember that July as a very, very hot one, and multiple records were broken during that year in 2007. This year, this week, not quite so hot. That's it for me. Have a good evening, everyone. We'll talk to you tomorrow.